So I think it works. So let's see here, what can I see on my streaming first? What can I see on my streaming first? What can I see on my streaming first? On my streaming first. On my streaming first. On my streaming first. Go. Does it work? Go. Does it work? Game. It's like weird in the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Reed. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I feel like once you hit a certain level, bro, it just gets so sweaty. Dog, get the fuck out.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult.
Breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense
First
out of
down,
the
dude.
conversion, moving the chains easy. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Got the quick pass. Almost had a lot of room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Just need to get the command troops to this thing.
36 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've got
It's
just
cool.
outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough.
Good move.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Grab behind the line. It's Holmes.
Yeah, that's good.
And the grab, and then get the rest
Easy.
himself, and they put points on the board. You want to talk about a great way
All
to
that
start
moving
the
guys
game and
around
set the
for
tone
nothing.
early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get
Just
himself
do what to do.
established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over.
Defense is in position right now because they've got a huge lead here in this one.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Throwing for a big play right off the bat.
Dude,
And that'll be in.
just reach that hands up, bro.
Big hitter on first down, and 2nd down's coming up.
Nose incomplete. I'm okay with it. I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm making sure you're taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass.
Oh, that should have blocked. Oh, what?
It's Parker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. offense getting set for first down.
Throws it right past our heads.
They'll go to the ground.
Let's go. Get the ball. Get the ball. Ah.
Turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Utes moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Like this.
And the Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Gonna take a shot.
Yes, sir.
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Oh, man, we do this.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh
Let's
has
manage
the
the
lead.
mic.
And we've come to the end
Good
of one.
mic.
And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Gonna try to get it himself. Ball is loose. And he gets back on top of it and reverses that.
Fumble.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hicks. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Into a massive giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's a heat.
Oh.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Still looking on the move. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times
Switch
guys
stick
are
up there.
as they're catching, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield. They just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Let's put this game away.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught behind the line. It's clean. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Complete downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, get in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
It's been done stage now. It's done in the back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Stupid stuff.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score.
Stupid stuff.
No guts, no glory. Brought it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets.
Good shot, man. This guy's
And the
fighting.
extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Dampier. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Seizing an open
switched
space,
it,
an
just threw it
opportunity all
across.
the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half.
Don't play.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19.
What he's going to try to do.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so we can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You are going to get one.
Short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the catch. It's gone. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
In the ball.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Fires on the move.
I thought he was a real. He was a good save now.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer
to what's been working for you in this game. Don't.
They get it rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The Utes in the hurry up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver.
Look at that.
He did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Drop it, let's go. He's probably quitting. Yeah.
What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Well, then somebody loads up in for the site and fucking dogs.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Right, cut back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Grab near the sticks, it's Turner. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Get in there, big fella.
Got some room
Oh.
into the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Like a backfield.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Trying play action. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Wants to throw. It's Holstein. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the attitude by this team now. You've just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to...
Touchdown, Panthers! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
Too easy. Quitting already. Ah, man. Road to college football is too easy.
Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Makes a move. He's got it out. There we go.
Oh. Let's go to me.
Electrifies the stadium, quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Rodgers. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hyatt's on the move. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy's had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Good pick up, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically free, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively. Now it sets up fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown in.
Almost knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Pick right back to the line. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make the play.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
so
on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Fire into the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for the QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They just keep firing. Looking to scramble. That one sails through the back of the end zone.
Right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier fourth down. They'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. And now we a turnover on down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Leaves it with the back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Defensive guys up
It's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Got a man. It's Turner. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Does the short pass to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Holmes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Complicate things, man. Just getting my reads and rolling down.
In one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive.
It's like 23 for sure.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
On the run, it's Turner.
Oh, why are we just staying on that double team? Wow.
Come up, stick their face in the fan and make a tackle.
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Now adjusting. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field.
Let's go.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us
Let's
in
go.
the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got a man, it's McAllister. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Oh, that's good. Yes, sir. Got him. Got him. Oh, shit.
Reading their scouting report, big plays.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point.
That's tough.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Nice
job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maybe a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat.
Oh, they're all right.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top.
That's your box.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, really nice job by the defender. Listen, the curl routes hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback. But he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They went for
I'm gonna stop doing that, man. That's the second touchdown I gave up last 2 nights because I switched it to the freaking corner. I cover 4. Not cheap.
They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. It's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're
I
watching
think he stopped kicking for
you
you.
see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way for the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Hey, man, the Brian Lucas.
25 to the 26
This tackle is
before
left
going
and
out of
right.
bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. With the catch, it's Payne. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the 1st half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the 1st half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't make the grab. The quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
We got it in the middle. It's Payne. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice...
Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, TCU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He's got great
You
speed.
think you could stop kicking to me, bro?
Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed. They ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back.
It's
You
3
don't
of
see
them
just ball
boys
returning kicks.
to the
No.
crib.
You see the fast guys.
3 of them
You see
boys to the
open
crib.
space, and boom, he's gone.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop it. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a...
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown!
Fuck out of
They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike.
It's what we're
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Stopped at the 26.
Almost.
Out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
Almost got it.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking for a deep end. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards.
Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way. They picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown saving tackle.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fires to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and
question, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just said.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough space. And they take it in for 6 points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
From the gun. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They put together a 5-way, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that open field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Hoover. Might be looking to run. Takes a hit as he fires.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Under fire. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know the pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Pulls it in easily enough for the
What the
first
fuck?
down.
Dude.
Touchdown!
Why did boys jump like this?
Got away from the knee. They had no shot at catching him.
Oh my
And
god.
that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Dude, got away the time too.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safety.
Yeah, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted. That is just what this defense
Dumb play
needed.
by me.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire.
Oh, that's a big dog.
If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Snags it! And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal. I hear a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week.
Looking for the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. And look at him. He is taking the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Makes the pass. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. He makes it up. And he won't be able to push his way stopped at the 1. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass
It's a
to put
lucky
the 6 on the board.
motherfucker.
Extra point here will tie the game. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, just destroying this defense.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense trying to take it back. Got room at the 35. He's loose.
Fuck out of here. How many times have I hit stick him and nothing?
What a shift in momentum.
Fuck out of here.
Big time play. He just took matters into his own
This
hands.
game, dog, so fucking frustrating.
QB throwing the football, his receiver, obviously, they were on the same page at all. But the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every
That's so
kick,
frustrating.
defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the inside.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets him to the 41. First play of the drive comes from the 41. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a call.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Unleashes one. Found the seam. Across the 25, he's got home. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Give to the running back. Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I got to tell you, situation. That's just a better job tackling by the defense. Practice that all week, and it shows up big here late.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on the
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll mark it down right there, but it is a big play to move the chains. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
On target to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they score first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Lost a throw on first down. Here's a heat. Using his feet to buy time. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down for good contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He got his man on the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to get them in first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself.
Touchdown! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point out. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They didn't make it. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table for the 2 might try, and they get nothing. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make a difference in winning or losing the ball.
I think it's players, too.
Get back to the AG. Get more. Shit off here. Oh, man.
Taking on the fifth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I've reached Jesse Palmer and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Knowles will put toe together and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was looking for some running room, but not much. He found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The run from the shotgun. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Sayin. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in the zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle.
Fuck that.
There we go. They get him stopped with the big gain. Has him on the first down. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to
It's the
generate
roll.
explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He was fighting for that end zone.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it. With physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time at Florida State. Offensive line play wasn't good enough. You got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Defense comes on the field.
You gotta be kidding me, right?
He'll bring it out. It's Lucas.
He doesn't even have to use it anymore when he makes fucking plays.
He's just taking the touchback.
Like, come on, bro. What are we doing here?
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
The tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he dropped it. Complete pass. It would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the mark.
He's using the D-line.
Third down conversions like that, they've got it at the 25.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
It's caught. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Touchdown Seminoles! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated.
Come on,
the
bro.
relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. It's Downs. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to get behind the defense.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes,
It's not a good read. That's what's annoying.
Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
If he's beating me with good reads, but we're just going to throw it up there. And he's got the two best receivers in the game. Like, what am I going to do? Do what I need? Like, nothing to do.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Tate. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Let's switch down here. Let's see the move. Yeah, finally.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a shot field goal where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Yeah. This game's wild. I won back.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the curves of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. The Knowles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life. Made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Fires to the big fella. Got a lot of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Knowles.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers. And confidence, the run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. job of coverage on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to return at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. He was a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The inside handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And they're finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Covers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he rolls in the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he went ahead.
Have ball first.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets rid of it. The short hands, it's Robinson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down in bounds, that's really impressive.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Pressure on.
One individual effort that time, beating this guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant defenses, right? The Bruce brothers, Chase Young, you know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner will be dragged down.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have two hands on the ball.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's full, it's so good. This is so stupid.
This dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, dope was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's White. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone, it's down. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's the handoff. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Going for the big play.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. He does the same fucking plays.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They'll go back to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Jackson. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Sayin.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half where the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to...
He wants to take the top off. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And from this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a
He's so fair.
been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Kept it loose past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. How about this dude going off script for the Knowles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Got it behind the line. It's White. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Knowles are on the move. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Sends it downfield. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had
Yeah, figure out how to get a stop.
let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big
I
play.
don't think he turned when he came out, so his running back was just going to be fresh right now. I know when he's still taking a lot like this.
You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Oh my God, dude.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here.
I think I'll make a good
They
play.
take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field.
I'll just run to the sideline.
No end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point pushes
I
the
do.
lead to 14. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Shit's so stupid.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14...
What's that, brother?
But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside. If you misses outside a little bit, I like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Got his man quickly. No, he got loose. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Stop.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the
This is fun.
On that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was. But that ball went over the was.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep.
It doesn't even have to like. He just lets the computer make all this plays, bro. Like, you don't click on one time. It's just so fucking lame.
It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with us. And he'll find enough.
Just runs to the side and fucking toddler.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Thanks, bro.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Griffin.
Dropping back, it's Sayed. The throw.
Oh my god, dude, this isn't even fun.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability
It's not even
to
fun,
score a
dude.
ton of points. It's because they can generate plays like that. When this
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit. Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Steps away to find some room. He'll get rid of it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to
trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches.
Oh my god, dude.
Looking left. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea.
Alright, man, I'm gonna make good reads here.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Donald.
Jesus Christ, bro. Oh my lord.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, the racing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown.
Dude's funny, man. It's not funny, man. Fucking shit.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas.
We can just do that.
The 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17.
I ain't saying nothing about you, bro. I ain't saying nothing about you, bro. I'm talking about the game.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And Jesse just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the catch down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. It's caught. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's down. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. It's complete on the right side. Wide open spaces. The tag. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this? Running back that can play wide receiver, who can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Touchdown Seminoles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Takes the field, ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
back to pass. It's Sayin. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab deep.
Every time, bro.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense has just had his QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Escapes the pressure going right. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. And with a hammer on the head. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that are such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Off play action. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is. He's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball
has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Holmes. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Rolling right and going deep. Go to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop.
This one is going to fucking
Coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can come off the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brings it to the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football. He has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get you, man. There's some, I'm going to beat you on the recruiting trail in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and really rub their nose in it.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it up to 30. He's loose down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knowles.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Donaldson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Just about had another one picked up. They're already 0-3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To throw, it's Castellanos. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Thank you.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen.
Well, honestly, man, that game was not fun at all. My defense was just too slow. Yeah, he's running inside zone, bounce it to the sideline, and just run up the sideline. He threw it up in the air a couple times. His wide receiver just caught it over me. And he threw it over my head. So, really nothing I could have done differently. I mean, I played the right coverages. My guys were there to make the play. He just had better players. It is what it is, man. Offensively, we did what we could. Obviously, outmanned. Still put up a lot of points. That's great. But couldn't get a stop, so it didn't really matter. Honestly, if this is how, the first two seasons are gonna go, I'm gonna thread up loading every single time, it'll be a little bit different, man, because, obviously, Ohio State's, a super team in here, and, you're not gonna have super teams in the group of five, but, there'll still be a couple guys that are, a couple players on each team that are better, but it's just man, this makes me not excited about the season, honestly. But, yeah, man, it is what it is. Looking forward to the next game and the new season, man, so, cool.